continue our journey of the nodal story. I've been introducing just the concept and feeling of what it's like to have a different south node and the ruler and how that interplays. And now I would like to talk a little bit about the north node. Now, the north node, we read a lot about it. So I'd like to give you some more information that you can hopefully really digest and think about in relation to your own chart, the chart of your friends, your family, your clients, or just if you're beginning, something to really just think about. So the north node, it's the way forward. Now, we often read this, that everything is about forgetting the south node and developing the north node. Not the case. We don't forget the south node. It's penetrated into the DNA of the soul like a fast-running river throughout our entire lives. But the north node is about, the healing medicine, the remedy. If I go to the herbalist, they give me some herbs, they taste disgusting, but I know if I take them, I'm going to feel really good. And the north node is similar. It's not easy. It's not a place that we're comfortable hanging out. It's where we meet our fire-breathing dragons. It's where we face or confront our fears. It's where we feel out of our comfort zone. But every time you hang out there a little bit, you are going to heal a little bit more. The north node is about healing a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more every time you touch it. So it is an ongoing life process of healing. Now, another way to look at it, it is like the key to the medicine cabinet. The north node is unlocking this healing process, this remedy. Now, I don't know where you might be right now, but here in Australia we have things called Webster packs, which are, organised little things for people to have all their pills in Monday to Sunday. And we could think about the north node a little bit like a Webster pack, because if we have planets on the north node, all of the pills become part of the healing. So, you have Venus and Mars on your north node. Venus and Mars are going to be part of the healing process. Now, another way of saying it, the north node is about freeing us up from where we have been imprisoned or the feeling memory of what has not gone to plan. The north node is finding our way home. So, what do we need to consider when looking at the north node? Now, if you are a beginner, this is still a very easy process. So you would identify the sign of your north node and the house of your north node and the elements of the sign. That's going to tell us a huge amount of information. If you have a fire north node, for example, fire is part of the path that you want to pave. If you have an earth north node, then security, practicality, and grounding are going to be part of the goal scoring. If you have an air north node, the need to be objective and rational and believe in your ideas and find your voice will also be part of the medicine. And if you have a water north node, sitting in the water, reflections, gentleness, intuition, feelings are part of the journey. Now, these are just small pieces of the puzzle so far, but they're all important. So we're going to consider the element, the sign, and the house. But what else do we consider? We also need to look at the ruler of the north node, because this is like the champion of champions. This is the hero's quest. That ruler is like keeping your north node in check. It's the pulse, it's the vitality, it's the heartbeat. So, for example, you have an Aries north node, let's pretend. Mars is the ruler. Now, that means we need to understand that Mars, because Mars is going to be part of unlocking this north node. So now we're adding more layers. What sign is Mars in? What element? What house is Mars in? And of course, we could continue by looking at aspects. Is this Mars in aspect to the nodes or aspects to other planets? And they are all going to be players. But, just putting that part aside, the North Node ruler is like the star of the show in relation to how it guides and leads your shining light, your North Node, in relation to how you will digest the remedy, unlock the secrets, and find your way home to healing in this lifetime. It's a huge topic and one I'm very passionate about, and definitely one that's worth exploring a little further if this is new material to you. And if it isn't, you know, I'm sure there's always going to be things going on around our North Node, which I haven't even mentioned. Do you have a transit to your North Node? Do you have progression, something hitting the North Node? That's another session. Anyway, I will be talking about each of the North Nodes and their rulers over the coming weeks, so please stay tuned. If you like what I've shared, please subscribe. It's really important for me that I'm getting, you know, astrology out there to the bigger population, and give me a thumbs up. And until soon, have a good day. Bye for now.